Let me tell you about the day an HOA board learned why you never pick a fight with a former Navy SEAL. Jake Thompson had just retired after 22 years of service, including 3 tours overseas. All he wanted was some peace and quiet in his suburban home, a nice lawn, a small flagpole, and his old military Humvee parked in the driveway. But the HOA, they didn't see a hero. They saw a violation. One morning, Jake found a bright orange notice slapped on his windshield. Unauthorized military vehicle removed within 48 hours or face daily fines. Jake politely attended the next HOA meeting, paperwork in hand, ready to explain. But before he could even sit down, the board president, a smug guy named Richard, because of course, said, "Sir, this is a family neighborhood, not a military base. We have standards." Jake smiled, calm, controlled. Years of training had taught him patience. He said, "Under federal law, military vehicles registered for personal use are protected. I can park it right where it is." Richard laughed. "Will our rules override your Army codes or whatever?" Big mistake. Jake didn't argue. He simply nodded and left. 2 days later, the HOA meeting was interrupted by 3 black SUVs pulling up. Out stepped 2 uniformed county officers and a U.S. military legal affairs representative. The rep walked straight up to the board and said, "We received a complaint of discrimination against a U.S. veteran. Is this the correct address?" The room went silent. Richard stuttered, "This is a misunderstanding. We didn't know." The officer interrupted. "You served this man with illegal violations. Under federal code section, that's harassment of a protected veteran." Then came the best part. Jake walked in, calm as ever, coffee in hand. The officers turned to him. "Sir, would you like to file official charges?" Jake paused, looked at Richard and said, "No. I just want one thing, a written apology and permission to install the biggest flagpole this neighborhood has ever seen." The room exploded in applause from nearby residents who were secretly on his side the whole time. The HOA had no choice. They dismissed all fines, issued a formal apology, and 1 week later Jake raised a 35-foot American flagpole in his front yard. Now every morning when that flag waves in the wind, Richard gets to watch it from his window. Moral of the story: never underestimate a Navy SEAL, especially when he's just trying to park his car.